Yo, what's up, guys? Coach Joe here, heading to work as usual. If you haven't checked out the grind, please check out the website. It's www.zatstrength.com. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel, which I'll be doing, weekly videos as much as I can, depending on work. But there's always going to be something cool going on during the week, so make sure you subscribe to that channel. It really supports and helps me out. So I really appreciate it, guys. All right, so the video that I'm going to do right now is I'm driving to work. I'm thinking about the reasons why I'm doing this, why I'm doing what I'm doing, and where I'm going to go with everything. And, it just, I get really passionate about that, and I was actually driving around with my girlfriend yesterday, and we were talking about how, when I met her almost 2 years ago, like, it was just so in the moment. But then as months go by, you think about, when we first met each other, and then I think about a year ago and how nostalgic that feels. And then I said, right now we're creating memories that we're going to think about, years down the road and be like, wow, I remember that time when, you were a pool man and you were working on this, and, and she was working for this company or whatever. And it's just funny how time works out like that, and everything, that you're doing right now is going to be a memory one day. So everything you do is a memory. So I was just thinking about my reasons on why I do things. And, I'm 21, so a lot of people, they're like, he's 21, does he really know what he's talking about? And, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just talking. So if you guys enjoy it and you're listening to it, then that's awesome. But I can't guarantee you that everything I say, is going to be the best thing. So I'm just talking, shooting the shit. If you guys like what you hear, that's awesome. Keep it up. And, the point that I wanted to get to was that I'm 21, I'm young, and right now I'm sacrificing and doing everything that I can to chase after the dreams that I have, and the biggest thing in my eyes and the most important thing to me is the legacy that I leave behind. I want to leave a legacy that's going to make, one, myself happy, and the people who know me happy. It's kind of like if I was going to die, what would my tombstone be etched with, and what would it say about me, and what kind of person would I be, and what kind of friends would I have, and who would come to my funeral? And as morbid as that seems, I think about that a lot. If I were to die right now, would I be happy with the man that I am? And would, people come to my funeral? Who would come? Who wouldn't come? And when you think about those sorts of things, it kind of reflects on your character, and it reflects on, where you need to improve, or what you don't need to improve on, or how you are as a person. And I was just thinking about, my legacy. And as far-fetched and crazy as this sounds, I'm doing this all mostly, for the family that I want to provide for in the future. And, I'm not saying, I'm going to have kids, or, I'm going to, get married or anything like that. I mean, I want all those things, and I'm not saying it's going to happen anytime soon. But everything that I'm doing right now, years down the road, is going to be for that family. It's going to be for my kids. It's going to be for my wife. It's going to be for the family that I, create and have. So when I think about that, it really gets me inspired and motivated, because right now all these things that seem like they suck, or these little hardships that I have, because life is not easy. It's not going to get easier. Okay, it's probably only going to get harder, and the only thing we can do about that is, controlling how we adapt to the environment and adapt to the situation. So, I'm just thinking about, when I have kids and they hear about, the things that I went through, and the struggles that I went through, and the hardships, and I can really be proud of myself to where I got myself. And it makes everything that sucks during these times right now a little bit better and a little bit easier to get through. And, I'm mostly thinking about, my parents and sacrifices my parents made, and, family member sacrifices that I know they've made. And bottom line, if you're a parent, and you're a decent parent, you're sacrificing. So shout out to all the moms and dads out there, who are sacrificing, who are working double jobs, who, give up to provide for their kids. I know, my parents did that for me and my brother. And I know a lot of other people out there have done that for their kids. And you're really supposed to do that. So I'm just thinking about that. And it's really crazy when you think about the sacrifices that parents make, and they take away from themselves, to provide for you. And if it wasn't for that, a lot of us wouldn't be here today. I know I wouldn't be here today. So thank you, and I really appreciate that. So, for all the moms and dads watching these videos or anything like that, you guys are rocking. So just make sure that you know that you're appreciated. And if you're not appreciated at the time, you will be in the future when it clicks, you know, in your kid's head. So I'm doing that for me. You know, I'm doing this to provide for that family. I'm doing this, you know, for the legacy that I'm going to leave behind. And like I said, if you can find your reason why, you know, think about your legacy, and then all those, you know, shitty times in your life, or all those times where you feel like you're stuck, or, you know, you're stuck in just a bad season of life, you know, think about those reasons why. Think about the legacy that you want to live, and it'll make those little moments a little bit easier to get through, a little bit easier to push through. So that's just a little shot for the day, a little bit of self, you know, development. And if you want to translate that into health and fitness, you know, think about, you know, when you're training hard, you know, and you're going in to work out at 5 in the morning before work, or you're getting in there at 8 at night after a long day of work, and you just don't want to work out, you know, and you push your body to do it, and you know, you convince yourself to do it, and you think about all those reasons, you know, and why you're in there and why you're working hard, you know, it makes that much, you know, of a difference, and it makes that sweat, you know, a little bit better. It makes the blood that you shed, you know, from lifting heavy weight a little bit better. You know, it makes that lung burn a little bit easier to deal with. So if you want to translate into that, you know, go right ahead. I'm just doing a little life spin. So have a great day. It's a great morning. You can see the sun. And once again, these are the car blogs. Probably not the safest thing, but like I said, I like to live dangerously.